Teachers who have integrated creative thinking have noted that children seem more engaged in their learning and there's fewer behavioral issues. So it really does help with classroom management. There's also the added caveat that children also participate really well in higher order level of thinking, where they're engaged in critical thinking, in problem solving skills, in making connections between either subjects or just material that they're learning. They've also realized that if you look at little children, right, when they're very young, they are naturally curious and they want to innovate or create. And it doesn't go away when they're older. They just start to worry that other people might be watching them. But in reality, they want to naturally create. Heck, I want to naturally create right now. So if this is the case, then we as educators should provide them with these opportunities, because let's face it, in today's marketplace, it is super important for our children to be constantly innovating. I mean, look around you. For example, you might have realized back in the day when I was alive, so I'm aging myself here, but we used to have those dial-up phones, right? And they were just in your home or in a shop, but you couldn't move them around. Now we've got cell phones that you could move around. And talking about cell phones, back in the day we used to have those maps that we used to walk around with, those paper maps. And now we've got GPS built into our phones, and we've got GPS built into our vehicles, so we just have to listen to a voice, and we don't actually have to worry about holding that big thing up, right? So it's just, everything gets so much easier, and in time there's going to be so many more innovations, and this is why we want to be teaching our children about creativity, creation, innovation. So let's get right into the steps of 4 different things that you could do in your classroom to integrate creativity. And as you can tell, I'm talking fast and I'm using my hands a lot because I'm super excited about this. So number 1 is showcase your learning. So this is not going to break your bank at all, because it's super simple. Instead of just having children regurgitate what you've said, or reflect on it, or talk to each other, a great way of self-assessing, so giving them exit tickets, is to have them just create what they've learned, just one small aspect of it. And they could totally take out things that they have in their desks so that you don't have to buy anything. So just taking out pencils or pens or what have you, and they just put it together to show what they've learned. So that's number 1. Number 2 is open up your classroom. So find a space in your classroom where they can, once they've created something, they can put it up there. I mean, honestly, it looks nice for your classroom. It's added decor, which you don't have to spend much there for. But it also allows other children to see what kids are doing, inspires them, and they might want to add more to their work. Again, a really great way of you seeing where they're at with their learning without having to collect a million exit tickets. Okay. Third one is engage in makerspace or STEM. So here, what you can do, it does not need to take up a lot of space. I have one of these in my classroom, and I will link to this little mini thing that you could put in your class. It is beautiful because it looks nice and clean and fresh, and in the little drawers you can add ribbon or buttons. You could put little things to tinker with, and it doesn't take up space. It doesn't it's not messy. It's just in one small area for your children. It can go right onto your shelf. And what you would do is each month you could create something simple, a very simple challenge for the month. It could be based on your curriculum, it could be based on the season, it could be based on a special occasion. But what you'll notice is children will really get involved and really excited about these challenges. And if you have them showcase it, it adds to the fun, right? The 4th thing you're going to do is liven up literature. Now, I've said literature, but you could use it across the board with any of your curriculum. So here, instead of just having your children read, if you're reading to them, or if they're in a literature circles where they're sitting and reading to each other and discussing the material, have them take this a step further and liven it up by taking a section that they really liked, and now they get to act it out. So theater, drama, right? This is part of your curriculum as well. So you could have them do that and add to it, have them, this is another aspect of the creativity, have them design their own costumes and even add to their set design. So they get to create their own backdrops. Now this is going to take you a few lessons, but guess what? At the end of the day, your kids are not going to remember the different aspects of the book. More than likely what they're going to remember is what they presented, they're going to tell their parents about it, and they're going to remember the feeling of that excitement that they are feeling when they get to do this. Now, not all of your kids are going to want to present in front of the class, and that's okay. They could be part of the set design team or the costume design team, right? Everybody gets to do what they're interested in and work with their skill set. But this adds to that excitement and gives them that awesome fun feeling, right? And that's what we're going for. So let's recap really quickly because we've talked about 4 different aspects. So what we looked at is the importance of adding creativity into your classroom, and 4 different ways that we've talked about it was showcase your learning. Number 2 was open up your classroom. This is to be able to add, put their creativity somewhere. Number 3 is engage in makerspace or STEM, like little challenges. Number 4 was to liven up literature. Now, if you have any questions about any of these, because I'm super passionate about this, please do send me a message and I would love to help you out in any way. In the meantime, thank you for joining me. Remember to create, experience, and teach from the heart. Take care, my friends, and I will talk to you later. Bye.